Welcome back to Greatness Unlocked. If you find any value here, I humbly ask that you hit the like and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about a topic that resonates deeply in our modern world: seeking attention. In a culture that often glorifies fame and validation, it's crucial to examine the downsides of chasing after the approval of others. While seeking attention may seem appealing, it comes with hidden costs that many overlook. Let's begin by acknowledging a fundamental truth. Fame comes with a price. In our society, we often equate attention with success, happiness, and worthiness. We see celebrities, influencers, and public figures living seemingly glamorous lives, and we think, if only I had that kind of attention, I'd be happy. But what we often fail to see is the heavy toll that fame can take on individuals' mental health, relationships, and integrity. So, what are some of the downsides of seeking validation from people? Here's a list for us to consider. 1. Loss of authenticity. When we seek validation, we often start to mold ourselves into what we think others want us to be. This can lead to a loss of our true selves, as we prioritize external approval over our genuine feelings and beliefs. 2. Increased anxiety and stress. The pressure to maintain attention can be overwhelming. We may become anxious about how we are perceived, leading to a constant state of worry that can negatively impact our mental health. 3. Fear of rejection. Seeking attention often means putting ourselves out there, which can make us vulnerable to rejection. This fear can prevent us from pursuing authentic relationships and experiences. 4. Shallow relationships. When our focus is on gaining attention, we may attract people who are more interested in the idea of us than in who we truly are. This can lead to superficial connections rather than deep, meaningful relationships. 5. Compromise of values. In the pursuit of fame or recognition, individuals may find themselves compromising their values or integrity, engaging in behaviors they wouldn't normally consider just to stay relevant. 6. Isolation. Ironically, the more we seek attention, the more isolated we can become. As we chase after validation from others, we may neglect our real support systems and the meaningful connections in our lives. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on why someone might seek attention in the first place. It's essential to evaluate our motivations. Are we chasing after fame to fill a void within ourselves? Are we looking for validation due to insecurities or past experiences? Understanding the why behind our actions can lead to profound insights and hopefully healthier choices. For many, losing attention that they once had can lead to desperate measures. When the spotlight fades, some individuals may find themselves compromising their dignity just to regain the fame they once enjoyed. This can manifest in various ways, from engaging in attention-seeking behaviors to sacrificing personal values or relationships. The emptiness that follows can be devastating. In the Bible, there are numerous verses that speak to the dangers of seeking attention and the fleeting nature of fame. One such verse is Proverbs 29:25, which states, "The fear of man lays a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe." This reminds us that seeking validation from people can trap us in a cycle of fear and anxiety. Instead, placing our trust in God offers us true safety and security. Another poignant verse is Matthew 6:1, where Jesus warns, "Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them, for then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven." This highlights the importance of our intentions. If we are seeking attention for the sake of recognition, we may miss out on the genuine rewards that come from living authentically and humbly. Additionally, in Galatians 1:10, Paul asks, "For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ." This verse challenges us to consider whose approval we truly value. Are we living for the applause of others or for a higher purpose? As we reflect on these truths, it's important to consider the cost of seeking attention. Fame may seem alluring, but it can lead us down a path of emptiness and disillusionment. The pursuit of validation can strip away our dignity, our authenticity, and ultimately, our peace of mind. So, what can we do instead? How do we break free from the cycle of seeking attention? First, we need to cultivate self-awareness. Let's take time to reflect on our motivations and our worth. We are not defined by how others perceive us. Our value comes from who we are as individuals, made in the image of God. Second, we should focus on building genuine relationships. Seek connections that are based on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial validation. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not for what you can offer them in terms of attention or status. Finally, let's turn our hearts toward God. As we seek His approval and strive to live according to His will, we will find a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. In 1 Samuel 16:7, we are reminded that the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. God values our hearts and our character far more than any external accolades. In conclusion, while seeking attention may seem enticing, it's vital to recognize the costs associated with it. Fame is fleeting, and the validation of others can lead us down a path of compromise and despair. Instead, let's focus on nurturing our authentic selves, building meaningful relationships, and placing our trust in God. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Let's choose authenticity over attention and find our worth in the love and grace of God. You are important. Now go be great.